بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Welcome back to my channel QHE Tajweed Rules of the Quran channel in English. Today inshallah we will continue our chapter of علاقة الحروف, the letters relationships. And last time we explained when can we compare and what we mean by successive letters. Today inshallah we will continue our lesson here and we will see our third part from the definition of علاقة الحروف, and we will go for I cannot compare in that cases. So last time we talked about when can we compare the two letters in row. Today inshallah we will continue when we can't compare, the cases we can't compare with. First case here, if the two letters not meeting in writing and reading. What we mean by that, if I have word like word مالك and someone asks me to compare between mim and the kaf. I can't compare between mim and the kaf because these two letters, it's not in row. It's not meeting in writing or reading. Mim in the beginning of the word, kaf in the end of the word. So there is a wall between the mim and the kaf, which is alif and lam. Same thing, if I ask you to compare between mim and lam, you can't compare between mim and lam because the alif is a wall between both of them. It's a fasil, it's something cut between these two letters. I can't compare. Inshallah, first case here is clear for you. This is mean to compare, this letter to have to be in row, like what we say, like we said last class. That means we can't compare. Our second one here, to not compare, or the case I can't compare in, which is if the two letters meet in writing but not in reading. We mean by this the tanween. Word سميع عليم, if I look here, I will find letter عين in the end of the word or any letter and any letter after. Here I choose for you عين too. Can I compare between this عين and that عين? This عين is coming in writing with the letter after. Both of them is meet in writing. But in reading, there is here wall between them, which is tanween. Why? Because when I pronounce, I will say سميع, noon sound. And tanween is noon sakina followed the end of nouns. So that means there is noon here. It's not writing, but I pronounce it. That means it's still a wall. Make me can't compare between this ayn and the ayn after. I can't say, if I ask you compare between this ayn and the ayn after, you should to tell me I can't compare between them because there is tanween here. So my other question for you, can I compare between the tanween and this ayn? Yes, you can compare between that noon of tanween and that ayn. But I can't compare between this ayn and that ayn. If I say غفور را, I can't compare between the ra of غفور and the rahim, the ra of rahim. If I say علي كريم, I can't compare between the Ali, which is ya, and between the kaf of the next word. But I can compare between the tanween and the letter after. So this is a wall. It make me not comparing between ayn and other ayn, the tanween. Here, my third case, if the letter has oval zero, and I want you to focus here. This one is circle zero, and we said last class, I can compare if this zero is there. But if I have this oval, not zero, I can't compare. Cannot. Why? because this 0, it looks like oval in the top of the alif. We have 7 alif in the whole Quran. It has this shape. This alif, it has a special rule. This rule, if I connect reading, I skip this alif at all. I ignore it. But if I stop, I pronounce it. What I mean by that? فَقَالَ أَنَا na. So I pronounce the alif here. But if I connect, I will say فَقَالَ أَنَا رَبُّكُمْ أَنَا رَبُّكُمْ أَنَا رَبُّكُمْ. No alif at all. So that means this alif, it's there sometimes. That's why I can't compare between the noon before this alif and the ra after. And this alif by itself, I can't compare it with any letter before or after. Why? Because I pronounce it when I stop on it. Remember, this is the oval shape, not the circle shape. Circle shape, I can compare the letter before and after because I ignore it all the time reading and it just wrote, but I ignore it all the time when I'm reading, stop or connect. But oval one, I read it when I stop, but I don't read it when I connect. Inshallah, this is clear. So this is a wall, make me can't compare between the letter before and letter after, and I can't compare this alif with the oval shape with the letters before or with the letter after. Our next point here, Hamzat al-Wasl. Hamzat al-Wasl, this is how it looks in the Quran. Alif with a little shape of sad in top of it. When I say this alif, that means I can't compare the letter before Hamzat al-Wasl with the letter after Hamzat al-Wasl. Why? It's a wall between them. Why? Because this Hamzat al-Wasl, if I start reading the word, I will pronounce it. But if I connect, I will not pronounce it. So, وَأَنِسْتَغْفِرُوا. But if I start, it will be إِسْتَغْفِرُوا. So I pronounce it as a Hamza. So that means I can't compare the letter before and the letter after. Can I compare any one of these letters with Hamzat al-Wasl? I still can't compare. Okay? So Hamzat al-Wasl is the fourth wall. It makes me can't compare between the letters. Our next one here, the letter with shadda. Any letter it has shadda, I can't compare this letter with the letter before or letter after. Inna ila, I can't compare this noon with the hamza. Why? Because this noon it has a shadda. I can't compare this noon with the letter before too because this shadda. So any letter with shadda make me can't compare. Make me can't compare. Our next point here, if I have mad letter followed by any letter not same of him. What I mean by that? We said in the last letter we can compare if I have waw mad followed by waw. I can compare this waw with the next waw. If I have ya mad followed by ya with haraka, I can compare these two ya together. But opposite here, if I have waw followed by any letter, not waw, I can't compare. قالوا آمنا. This waw with the hamza, I can't compare. I cannot. Why? Because this hamza is not the same with the waw. If I have waw here, I can compare. But if I have hamza, I can't compare. What about this alif? We said this alif is not affected at all the time. So this is not my point here at all. This is not the reason to compare or not. If I have this hamza and this is waw instead of hamza here, I can compare the waw with the waw after because I ignore this alif all the time. But if I have this waw followed by any letter not waw, I can't compare. Same for ya. If I have first word end with ya mad and the next letter is not ya, I can't compare. By this, our lesson for today is completely done. I know you're still asking why we study this. I will tell you what I said for you last time. Please just write the point in a paper or in a notebook when we can't compare, and the class after and the class before why we can compare and collect both of them together. This is introduction for the next lesson, inshallah, to understand the relationship between the letters, and I will tell you why we study it, why we study this chapter. You will understand more about it in the future, inshallah. This chapter, again, it's very easy, but it's need some focus. You need to focus on it, but it's very simple and easy, and you will understand why we study it. When you read Quran, you will notice more why we study it, inshallah. I will tell you, of course, in the future, but not right now. And inshallah, everything will be easy for you. Thank you to watch my channel, QHE Tajweed Rules of the Quran channel in English. Please keep follow us, share the channel everywhere so we can work more for you, inshallah. And don't forget to share, like, and don't forget to watch one of our videos. It will appear for you right now. We have Indonesian channel now, and in our channel we have a playlist for Indonesian translation. Inshallah, in the future we will have more language. Please be sure you follow us so you can spread this information everywhere. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.